Today's box card is the Candy Cane box card.
Merry Christmas!
So the Candy Cane box card is from the Home for Christmas box card set from svgcuts.com. The graphics that I use is actually from designbundles.net, and it was really the only pattern that I could find that I had for that would work for this card. And also the button image is from designbundles.net as well. The image or the button images I decided for this particular card is a character holding a candy cane. I just thought that would make it a little bit cuter. And then the graphic I used on this, I'm always doing that. The graphic I used for the tag is like a stamp, and it is from designbundles.net. Editor Mike here. It's actually from Cricut Design Space. It just says North Pole Express Mail, or North Pole Mail and then Express. And then it's got like a little Santa hat on it. And the reason I use that is because the card that they made on svgcuts.com on their image for the listing for this box card, they used a stamp, probably an actual stamp. And I just don't use stamps, so I got one from Cricut Design Space. This is a fairly easy card to make, and I did use a Zot for the bow for this piece, for it to stand out a little bit more. It could be out a little bit more, but those 3D Zots that I have are not any thicker than this. So I decided to put the red stripes in ink space so that I could separate them a little bit because it's like a square in the SVG file. So I decided to separate them and make them go along this piece so that it would be easier to put it on. So when I cut it out on the Cricut, and then I pulled all the pieces off, I just basically cut around the paper, the glitter paper, so that I would have a stencil for putting it all on. I also numbered them just in case, because I was worried I wouldn't remember that this piece is not this piece or whatever. So this is a pretty easy card to make, so I'm just going to show you how I made it. Okay, so here are all of my pieces that I'm going to be working with. This is not exactly how it cut out, but I just placed it the way it would have been cut out if I had used the SVG file that they had given me for that. I went into Inkspace and I had it cut like this, just so I could have a template so I could put it on better. But I'm actually going to, instead of just keeping it on there, I'm going to use a pencil and just lightly trace out where they're supposed to go, because I've already made a mistake and had to cut the glitter and the paper all over again, just because I tried doing it without the template. I tried doing it with the template, it wasn't working. I tried doing it without the template, it wasn't working. So I'm just going to trace out, very lightly trace out where the paper is supposed to go, just so that I don't mess it up. And you're not going to be able to see this because inside where the I don't need that part. It's just going to be a little bit inside where the paper will go, the glitter paper will go on there. So this is just for me, so I don't mess it up too much. And if it's, yeah, see, that's going to go inside, that's inside. So I just want to make sure that I don't mess it up, because I will mess it up if I'm not careful. And I tend to not be careful a lot. And I don't know if it's because of my eyes, or a lot of times it's because of my eyes, because I have cataracts, and sometimes I'm not able to see well, and my eyes water a lot. So this one goes here. And so you can't see the pencil outside of that. So I'm just going to put it on here. The bow on here came with a piece, this piece right here, and that's supposed to wrap around the card, but in the one that I showed in my intro, I didn't use that because I didn't know what that was for. I watched the video from SVG Cuts the first time I made this card, but for some reason I didn't watch, or I didn't remember where that was supposed to go. And because of that, and also she didn't use the message piece. So because I didn't know where that bow or that ribbon was supposed to go, I ended up making a message piece to go in the back for people to write their message. But I guess it's, I mean, I still would like to use the message, but I'll have to just put that over that bow piece. And I know this goes where that corner is. Let me see. Because it has to touch the edge of the paper here. So you can't see the pencil lines. And sometimes it's easier to have a stencil that you can write down or trace out your where things are supposed to go, just to be sure that you get it on there right. And since I had to cut these again, I didn't write the numbers. I just placed them on this silicone mat the way they're supposed to be. Then the last piece. Okay, that is on. So now I'm going to put the side pieces on here. And the way I cut this, I made it so that the pattern lines up. I put that in here like that. So, I mean, it doesn't really, you can't really tell. Yeah, nothing is really matching up, but this matched up on the paper when I cut it. I'm just going to fold the rest of it. And I didn't put water in here to water it down because I didn't want to, even though it's really hard to squeeze, I didn't want to make the card warp because of the water. You probably hear the dog barking in the neighborhood. I don't know what they're always barking at. But because this is so thick, I can't go fast when I put it on. I have my button here, but I'm not going to put that on until I'm done. Okay. And this last piece. And because of that ribbon, I'm not going to put the message on until last. So this is done. I can put this or close this up. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside. But actually, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on here. And see, this is the way she did it on SVG Cuts. She goes all the way up to here. Oops. Oh, she goes up to here. So, let's see. I'm just going to put a drop of glue in here. And just put that on there. And I understand why she did this, because when I went to put the bow on, it wouldn't, I put it right on the glitter and it wouldn't really stick to the glitter that easily. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue in here. So it's going to be loose everywhere else. Okay, now for the bow. Okay, so this piece is shorter than this, so I'm just going to go like that. Yeah. I'm just going to hold it up. Well, actually, it'll be easier to fold it like this. I can hear people fighting outside. Hold on. It's just a couple out there fighting. Okay, so this is what Mary did on the SVG Cuts on the video. She used a Zot, which is what I did on this thing right here, to put this on there. And I think she used a Zot on here to put that on there. There we go. I'm going to put this on here like that. And then inside here, make sure it's on straight. Okay. And then she glued the bow to the green ribbon. She kind of did it at an angle, but I guess that's personal preference. I mean, it looks like it's good. Looks good like that. Oops. Okay, and then there's this piece, and she used a stamp, and I did this, which is pretty much a stamp, but I had it use the Cricut pen. Oops. And then she glued this in at an angle like this. I'm not sure if she did it underneath here. I guess that's good. Just gonna stick that in there. And then, oh, she also put some white glitter glue inside here where the white is, but I have some, but I have the glitter paints, the puff paint, but that stuff shrinks and I just don't want to use that. I don't have any white glitter glue, so she didn't do this. I cut this based on this and then shrank it down so that it would fit inside here. She didn't use that, but I don't know, I kind of feel like somebody might want to have a message that they want to write on there, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there. I don't know, I kind of think that that would be fine actually, instead of the glue. So then I'm just going to put my Zot in here for the button. There you go. It's a little reindeer holding a candy cane. So I think that that's acceptable, I guess. I don't want to glue this on over this ribbon. So that's going to sit to the side. I'm going to put the envelope together. I've already folded it to make sure it's going on the right way. I'm not going to go all the way to the end. Now the last thing I need are the double stick tape for this, which I have to get up for because I forgot to bring it over here. So I don't know what size this is. So I'm gonna look at the, okay, so it's the thicker one. Here we go. And there we go. That's the candy cane box card. And I would put it in like this, and then just fold this so that it goes up against the edge. Or you could do it like this, fold it going that way, whichever way it's going to go in here. So oops, let's see, is it going to go in? Oh, it's okay, so it has to go this way then. Yeah. It goes in like this. I don't know about this. Maybe I would put a little bit of glue on the top and just let it sit here. I think that's probably better. So there we go. That's the candy cane box card. And I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.